Cancer crabs. So please make sure to get the book at Amazon or BarnesandNoble.com. The links will be in the description box below as usual. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, share the video. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, if you'd like to contact me for personal reading, my email address as well as prices are in the description as box below. The link to my book is also in the description below too, if I didn't say that. I know I did, but I'm just, reiterating it. All right, that's it. Let's get into the reading. Sometimes in these videos, I feel like I'm forgetting to mention something. So that's why I'll be like, am I missing something? All right. So a lot of videos are coming. Let's get into it. Let's see what's going on for the Cancer. Sorry about that. I just, shuffling things up. All right, so let's get into it. So you Cancers have the Fool, the Death card, Justice, Judgment, the Strength, the Three of Swords, Two of Cups, Seven of Cups, Five of Cups, and the Knight of Swords. So, oh wow, okay. So, okay. So a lot of you Cancers, right? I mean, this is a pretty straightforward reading. A lot of you Cancer crabs are ultimately letting go of the hating individuals who were in relationships with you or could have been in relationships with you, but had too much hate in their heart, and toxicity in their heart for you to actually hang out with them. And why I'm saying that in the first place is because the entire 10 cards of the reading is literally saying one consistent thing. You have the Fool, you have the Death card, right? You have the Justice. The Fool, you stepping out on your own. The Death card, you putting to sleep a situation, specifically a romantic one. The Justice, now that you're not there anymore, these people, you know what I mean? Now they get a chance because they were talking so much stuff behind your back, yet they were hanging out with you in that romantic sense. And now they get an actual chance to really show and prove that they're so righteous and they have things in order, as you know what I mean, like they're saying. Because I've had people like that whom I was dating before, and they talked about me like I was a dog. And when I stopped hanging out with them, then it hit like, yeah, if you talk crazy about somebody, what it is that you're gonna, what are you gonna expect? You know what I mean? I said this before and I'll say it again. I must have talked to 1,000 different people romantically, you know what I mean? And I say 1,000 really I don't necessarily know if it's 1,000, but the 1,000 is just to kind of be able to kind of give you a reference point of how many people I've spoken to, right? Just to kind of give you an idea. Spoken to a lot of different people, gained a lot of different experiences. I've had experiences like this myself, Cancer, where the day that you finally decide to leave them alone and you're like, you know what? You hate me so much. I'm such a bad person. I'm such the villain. I'm gonna go off, do my thing. Here you go. And then when you take a step back, right, and you're like this, and you're really just sitting back like the character on this card, and you're like, all right. Then when they're handicapped, right, they can't really do anything on their own. Now it's like, so why were you talking all this nonsense for? What was the point of that? And then the things that you have the Judgment and the Strength. So the Judgment and the Strength both represent how there's two strong forces opposing each other. One is, one which is them can't seem to get their ego in check. And what's strong about them is if they're doing all this stuff before they met you, Wouldn't that mean that the two of you would have been a better team if the two of you were both strong and y'all banded together, right? And y'all learn to work as a team. But the Judgment represents how you kind of looking at them and how petty they're being, and you realize that you don't want to entertain these types of people. So the Three of Swords, the Two of Cups, and the Seven of Cups now. These three cards represent the separation that the two of you have had. So you may have even called off the separation, or maybe the Two of Cups represents the feeling was mutual. But the Seven of Cups represents how this person really finna sit here and act like you Cancer crabs are going to be back. But what they don't know a lot of the times about Cancer crabs is that when they walk out of your life, they're gone. They pretty much disappear. They fall off the face of the earth. That's the crazy part about it. So the Five of Cups and the Knight of Swords now, they both represent how, you know, later on this person is going to be thinking about you quite a lot. But this person, who the people who they were talking about, they're not going to be in a position where they can shut up. So even if they're not going to be with you in the future, they're going to be talking about you, about you behind your back, and about how much of a dog you were, you know. Crazy. Crazy. So let's clarify the Knight of Swords. The Marie Laveau. Wow. So that's the High Priestess. Then Balawedo and Market. Wow. So Marie Laveau is, again, them talking about, because like Marie Laveau has, some people who don't know Marie Laveau was a voodoo priestess from New Orleans, right? Owned land, stuff like this, you know, Catholic, Moor, stuff like this, all of that, right? But like some people will talk about Marie Laveau like Marie is a dog. Meanwhile, Marie is working for the medical field, and she, you know what I'm saying, and like she's helping people and stuff like this, really, you know, through accidents, and basically signing up for the ER as well as being a witch doctor, you know. And that's how it is that they talking about you. This person's talking about, yeah, you know, yeah, this person's a dog, and da-da-da-da-da, like talking about you Cancer crabs. But it's like, oh, but yeah, this person did this, and they kind of was cool this way or whatnot, and people gonna be looking at this other person like, so how can this person be cool and then not cool at the same time if you talking so extreme about this person? And the things that the Dem Balawedo and the Market represent, how so other people gonna start to look at them like they are a snake, a poisonous snake, a person that's not meant to be trusted, especially out here in the dating market, because they're going to sabotage a lot of their potential relationships, because they're going to spend a lot of time talking about you to somebody who they're supposed to be on a date with. So real clumsy energy. But that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe. Peace. Appreciate you.